Hi, my name is Elisa Salinas and today I will be presenting my analogy speech. Today for my analogy speech I will be comparing myself to koalas. For my visual I have a koala stuffed animal. First off, koalas are not actual bears, although some people tend to call them koala bears. There was Europeans who traveled to Australia and saw them and named them koala bears because they look like tiny little bears. Koala means no water. They live to be like 13 to 18 years, up to maybe 33 pounds, and they vary from 1 to 3 feet tall. They are herbivores and they live in eastern Australia. So I'm comparing myself to koalas because of their pickiness, their way of living, and some of their behaviors. First off, I'm comparing myself to them because of the pickiness, because they're fuzzy eaters just like me. Um, there are 600 different types of eucalypt leaves, and out of those 600 types, they only eat a dozen. So just like me, I really don't tend to eat a variety of food. Like I stick to certain kinds of food, and it has to be like made a certain way or like made by my mom or made like at a certain restaurant. I don't just eat anything from anywhere. Also, they don't drink much water. Um, they get their like the water they need from the leaves that they eat. Um, I don't really drink much water, although I should. um, but yeah, to me, like water isn't just water. Um, like I like purified water, not just tap water. It tastes different. Like people usually say it doesn't, but to me, I can taste the difference. Um, the zoos in Australia tend to feed them 25 pounds of leaves, and out of those 25 pounds, they only eat about two because they only pick like the best leaves and the leaves that they want to eat. They leave the rest. They don't eat them. Um, their way of living, they're solitary creatures. They tend to they stay to themselves. They don't travel in large groups or live in large groups. When they go pick a tree to live in, they scout the area and see like if other koalas are there. They like to live around other koalas, but don't like to live around too many. And they only I guess they only socialize with like a close knit of koalas. And the Australian Koala Foundation stated that they they live in stable groups. Their groups don't really change. If one of them passes away, like they don't move into that certain tree for like a good year because their scent and their scratch marks on the trees stay there, and so they don't go near that tree. Um, Also, they are very close to their mothers, so for the first 6 months of their life, they stay in their mom's pouch. Then after that, they cling onto their mom's back, but they tend to have a close relationship, the mother and the baby koalas. And I'm basically the same way, like I'm really close to my mom. I always have been, and I'm pretty sure I always will be. I also am kind of solitary, like I don't like dealing with too many people at once. I don't like going to places where I know there's going to be a bunch of people. I stick to my little group of friends. I don't really, I socialize, but I don't really go out to socialize and make more friends. I like sticking to people that I know, people that I'm comfortable with. Um, Also, their habits. They sleep about 18 to 22 hours out of each day, and when they're not asleep, they're eating, and that's basically me. I love to sleep if I'm not at work, if I don't have homework and stuff. I'm pretty sure I'm sleeping. I also love to eat, so I can wake up in the middle of the night to go get a snack and stuff. So they tend to do that. They also have like little pouches in their cheeks where they store snacks. So they store leaves for like later. Um, I tend to like have snacks in my pockets, or I wear like the hoodies with a little pouch, and I put my snacks in there. So sometimes I end up with crumbs. But yeah, I tend to store snacks too for myself. Um, yeah, and like just like they're not aggressive, but they can be like if they're provoked. So I feel like I'm kind of the same way. Like I'm not aggressive, but if I have to defend myself, I mean I will. Um, they're small, so I'm like that too. I mean I'm like 5'2" and 99 pounds, so I'm pretty tiny myself. Yeah, and so I feel like I'm much like a koala due like to their pickiness, some of their behaviors, the way they live, um, just the like what they do. They're not really like adventurous animals. They just stick to themselves, stick to their routine, stick to sleeping and eating. But they're really picky about who they deal with, what they eat, where they live, what they do. So that is it for my analogy speech. Thank you.